ABC Studios in New York. It's late night.
So, back in 1983, what technology was available for, let's start with documentation.
Great. There's this thing called a pen. Yeah.
What about for interventions?
Yeah, prosthetics were pretty. I did a little bit of work in prosthetics in school and after I graduated, and it was, compared to what it is now, very bare bones. It was simple materials, plastics, and
one step above a peg leg.
Yeah, I mean there was not a lot of electronics involved. It was very simple stuff.
So of the technology that you just told me about in 1987, what pros and cons could you give about that?
Good. Yeah, it's a good question.
Might apply today.
Yeah, I think we still struggle with this, not only in physical therapy, but even in teaching. We sometimes let the technology drive us, and the technology uses us instead of us using the technology. And I think it can also create a little distance between us and the patient, or even in teaching, us and the student. Technology sort of gets in the way of that sometimes. It's meant to enhance it, and it has the opportunity to do that, but sometimes I think it creates more of a distance than it does solve problems.
Would you say there's any difficulty transitioning into new technology? Let's say with like electronic medical records versus the pen and paper.
Prior to that, I would sit and listen to my patient and sit and interact with them and just make a couple of notes here and there and write stuff down. But after that, it was, well, I had my laptop open and my laptop's in front of me, and literally creating a physical barrier between my patient and I, and taking my attention and physically separating me from the patient. So
you lost that kind of alliance that we've been taught so much to know about.
That's right.
Now let's look to the future, to the bright green pastures that is 2020, or a couple years from now. What technology are you looking forward to coming out, or that's in development currently that might be a wide use?
Interesting. The idea that smartphone, that device, can be adapted in many ways, I think can change our practice.
It's not just for Angry Birds.
Right.
It could actually be used for a good purpose.
Well, it's a little known fact that on your cell phone there's inclinometers you can get that are tested and validated that you can use in the clinic, and they're very simple to use. And, I'm a geek. I use mine to calculate likelihood ratios and stuff like that.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it one bit.
That's right.
Anyway, Dr. Austin, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
This was excellent. You gave us some good work.
Glad I could let you know what things were like in the ancient days.
Back in the days. So of the...
Mitch, have you done this before? Have you done this before?
I've talked to people before, yes.
I like that.
I watch a lot of Conan.
Excellent.
A lot of late night talk shows.
Very good.
I know how they act. We'd like to know what year you started PT school.
Wow, PT school, 1983.
Good year, good year.
Were you born yet, Mitch?
I was not.
You weren't.
Maybe John. I'm not sure.